What's your outlook for our current market now and then going forward, maybe the rest of the year?
This is a great topic, and we could probably spend an hour just on this. We could actually probably spend 2 hours just on this. But the world is dramatically changing, and I know that sounds like drama. This is for real. We're going back to Cold War, right? 2.0, bipolar world, Russia, China versus the West. Saudi Arabia is in that mix. India is in that mix, and so is Brazil to some extent. This is a fundamental rewrite of how the global economy is going to work. So this is not just and it really is all about Ukraine. It's not just another war. The recession is not just another recession. It's not a cyclical recession. The market decline is not just another market decline. There are going to be permanent changes, permanent in the sense that this condition will last 50 to 100 years. Right? The last Cold War lasted, about 40, 50 years. And so there's no reason to think this Cold War won't last another 40 or 50 years. And that has serious implications for economies and markets. Food is going to be rationed. Here in Australia, there's been a shortage every week I've been here. First week it was energy, then it was lettuce, and this week, just on the news, there's an egg shortage. That's going to be normal now. That's the new normal, and that's going to happen. This is a developed economy, right? Imagine that. Developing in emerging markets, what they're going to have to go through. It's going to be kind of brutal. So, this is, in my opinion, not the time to take risks. It really isn't. You should be focused on doing some very basic things like income and savings and job security and budgeting.
So, what do you think can get us out of this situation? Is it just time?
So fundamentally, there's two types of recessions, okay? And if you look back in history, you can even see it on a log S&P chart where it goes up and it has this flat area, and it goes up and it has this flat area. And then in between those, there's these ups and downs. But this is sort of like what we're entering into now is like the 70s or from 2000 to 2008. There's going to be market ups and downs, but 10 years from now, you're going to look back and go, gee, the market didn't make any money. The problem is because it's what I call structural. This is not a cyclical recession where you have too much spending, you raise interest rates, spending comes back down, and things go back to normal. This is supply driven. It's driven by the fact that Russia is withholding fertilizer from the world, and so that affects crop production. So that's food supply. It's very critical. Russia is rewriting the energy book. They're literally disconnecting entire countries from the energy grid. That problem takes a long time to solve. And then you have a concerted effort on the part of Russia, China, and a few others to disconnect from the dollar completely and start their own global reserve alternative currency. Those are major changes that the Federal Reserve has absolutely zero control over. There is nothing the Federal Reserve can do with monetary policy or interest rate changes that is going to produce more oil, more energy, more food, or change the status of the world's reserve currency in light of what Russia and China could possibly do.